when you've given a kid enough freedom to explore the things that they want, they'll be able to tell you when they're 13 the shit that they like. They won't be able to tell you this is what I want to do when I'm an adult, but they can tell you, combined with their performance in the other fields that they're doing in school, what they enjoy doing. That will tell you, can begin to indicate to you what pathway they should take in junior high and high school. Right? If you love math, you will still take these social classes, all like the freedom, liberty, civil, history, all this type of stuff. We're also going to give you another math class or two because you like this, you enjoy this, and you're going to lean down this pathway. You're more likely to use this information. If you're really fucking with writing, we're going to give you a couple more writing classes. It's going to be a creative writing of this, right? Also, a shitload of different classes. And this is specifically what I mean about this. When I was in junior high, when I was in 8th grade, I had a class that was called exploratory. Okay.
Oh,
so
interesting. I like the fact that Big Bird's mom comes in the chat, and her first chat is the state sucks.
Yes.
And the state doesn't deserve any of the apples.
That's right.
There you go. Shout out, Ma.
So this exploratory class that I took a full year of exploratory, and each quarter was a different class. So one quarter was like home economics, like cooking and stuff, and one quarter was a space exploration class. One quarter was an art class. One quarter was a woodshop class. That took up one period of an entire year. That I took 4 different classes.
That's awesome.
Kids should be doing that every fucking year that you're in junior high and high school.
Yeah.
We're just going to throw everything at you. You're going to try everything for the next 6 years because who knows? You might not know that you like to fucking do metalwork until we put you down with a welder and you make something and you're like, this is actually sick.
Yep.
You could be a super pretty little girl who thinks that you're just girly, you're blah, blah, blah. You make a fucking badass table. You're not going to know until you are exposed to this. And because everybody else is doing it, there isn't a stigma about it. It's not fucking weird. Everybody that you know just took woodshop.
Yep.
Everyone that you know is going to take it at some point.
Yeah.
It's not weird. And if you fuck with it, it's not weird.
No.
That little bit of exposure mixed with freedom will help so many kids by the time that they're legal adults have such a better understanding and idea of what they want to do. Because after you've taken that one class, you have the option the next 5 years to take more of that class. Like, I really fucked with woodshop. I'm going to take it the next 5 years. I'm going to take woodshop 1 through 4 for the next years that I am in school. And ideally, you can leave with some type of certification. That's where you mix in the vocational training, the vocational school, where if you go to like West Sound Tech, you go there for part of your high school years. You do half your day at high school, half your day at West Sound Tech, and you leave with certifications in whatever program you went to. So if you do auto body detailing, if you do, like I said, carpentry, you have certifications when you're 18 years old and you graduated.
Yeah. And so just to build off that, right, because you just gave me an idea, right? When you graduate high school, you have a worthless piece of paper that says, I did 12 years, done, right? I hit credits.
And it doesn't say you learned anything.
No.
It doesn't.
But what you should graduate with is a fucking resume of the skills that you have proven that you have. Get away, the certifications is nice in the system we live in because we live in a credentialist system, right?
Yes.
But if you could negate that, right? And actually, if the
that's
private
the complaint. I mean, that
100%.
coincides directly with the system because that's the complaint about 18-year-olds. Well, I can't get a job because they want work experience, but I don't have any work experience because I can't get a job. You don't need it because you just did the last 5 years of whatever this fucking thing it was you fucked with.
Here's my diploma that says I graduated with 5 years of fucking woodshop. And by the time I was done, I don't need screws or nails to build this fucking table together. I am a master jointer, and I can build you a fucking beautiful piece of hardcore, long-lasting furniture. Hire me right out the gate. And I have a portfolio of the things I've done. Dude, have you ever touched a welder?
No.
The first time I did, right? Because the people that took metal shop and shit like that in the high school that I went to were like,
and fuck-ups.
They were, exactly, right? The first time I did it was just because I worked at a company that kind of like did a lot of their own. We just handled shit when we needed handled. And so one day I was like around the junior guy. I was the junior guy, and one of the senior dudes was over there fixing a crack in a excavator bucket with a welder. And he goes, hey, you ever done any of this? No? Come over here, I'll teach you. And so I learned how to fucking get a nice bead and do all that shit. It would have been nice to be able to enter the work world with that kind of experience or that kind of exposure. Because it was really fucking fun. I had no idea how cool it was until I actually got introduced to it. And that was just through happenstance. The proper public education system would, like you said, introduce people every aspect of what you can do in the trades,
Yes.
in the financial world, whatever. And whatever you started to get into and really liked doing, you just did more of. And then you graduate and you got a resume that says, I'm a fucking G in this because I fucking love doing it and I'm a badass at it.
There isn't a reason that kids are graduating high school without actually knowing anything.
Yeah.
There's no reason for that at all. What an immense waste of time to only teach them. And it's not nothing, right? Obviously you learn things in school, but
you have
you said the
marketable skills.
No, there's nothing there. And they're
What's the use of going to school for 12 years if essentially when you enter the world, you are still a clean slate?
There's so much shit that you can just teach a kid by just exposing them to it. You know, if trees need to be cleared around the school, you still have a private company come in. Be like, also, we're going to have a class of the kids go out. We're going to watch these fucking trees be cleared. We're going to be put in a safe area by the company so that nothing could ever happen. There's no concerns about we're getting squashed by a tree. And we're going to watch them. Maybe one person could use a chainsaw or something. We're going to fucking move on. You know, like there's... Why? For hesitations of the state. Because it's not safe. Because there isn't a good reason.
Because the state.
There's no real reason. There isn't an actual legitimate reason other than because the state thinks that it wouldn't be a good idea. There's red tape. There's this. One time this happened and it could happen again. And if it does, then the insurance rates, that's dog shit. That's not real. Those are fabricated safety concerns. And I'm all for safety. That's part of the ending of the show is be safe. That's one
right.
of the biggest tenets of everything that we do. So I'm not doing away with safety, but to allow that to
You just want kids in coal mines.
to allow that to fuel fear that disincentivizes and disallows us from actually educating our youth with genuinely useful information is retarded. It's literally slowed. It's delayed thinking. It is 2020 fucking 3, and we're teaching kids who are in 11th grade how to do advanced calculus that they will potentially never use in their whole life because we're competing with other countries. Is it important that our children are educated? 1,000%. If you force shit down their throats because you want to meet statistics with other countries and look better, no one's going to care about what they're learning about.
I think we just did it. I think we solved it right there. That's how you do it, man. I don't understand a better system for public education right there.
Clip it, send it to the DOE.
Let's go.
Also, we're taking all your jobs.
Yeah, we're taking all your jobs. Yeah.
And take it in, then realize your jobs are done.
Welcome to the south of the streets, coming at you